Jake here with 94.9 K-Rock. We're out here at Mayhem Fest with you guys from KoRn. We're out here with Ray and Monkey. It's great to have you guys, man. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It's great to be here. How do you guys got such a huge catalog. When you guys do these fests like this, your time's kind of limited. Everybody's is, and you guys even get, you know, longer than all the other bands. So how do you guys choose what songs you're going to play? Do you guys kind of each have your own one song, or how's that come about?
Well, actually, we're just discussing that backstage, and you know, sometimes we get our time even cut even shorter, and because of production setup and stuff. So it's kind of, well, we want to play songs that we're trying to push, you know, like newer songs and songs that you guys may be playing on the radio and stuff. And so it's it always goes back and forth, but sometimes you never know right until the minute, and we're up there, and then Jonathan says, this song's out, and so we just move to the next song.
And it always sucks because we don't want to skip anything, you know. The catalog's so big now for KoRn. It's like, so after, you know, you always get the fans that want to hear older stuff, and you get, you know, obviously we're pushing new singles, so we want to play the new stuff as well. So
does John ever like throw in a song you guys haven't done in a while, and you're like, shit, you know?
Not too spontaneous.
Not too much.
No. No, everyone, no, we always pretty much have a plan out what we're going to do, or, you know, it's,
awesome. Reggie Evers from the Pro Report. Again, thank you guys for taking time to talk to us.
Yeah, thanks.
For me, I really want to know, with looking back at everything that's gone down in the last year, what stands out the most to you? And when you really look back and reflect, what are some of your favorite moments?
Well, we did a memorable tour through Russia. That was the crowds were amazing. The tour, the travel schedule was brutal, but the crowds were just, man.
Yeah, there was some sick crowds.
And that's what sticks out to me mostly.
I mean, it was really cool. We got inducted into the Rock of Fame in Guitar Center Rock Walk. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. And we had Rob Zombie present us with the award. That
really stuck out to me. It was awesome to be part of that and have your hands in cement after so many years of walking over those, you know, and then being a part of it.
I mean, that's where I went to, you know, when I drove from Bakersfield down to Hollywood to like, and that was like the holy grail of where they had all the guitars and amps, and I just walked through there when I was like 15 or 16, like, wow, you know.
Soundwave was awesome too. We did Soundwave in Australia. 17 bands on what, 6 stages or whatever. It was insane.
That was crazy.
Just one day, all those bands. It was insane. So
Looking back on the events of the last year, with obviously Brian coming back, what has stood out to you the most? Obviously, Monkey, you were in the band when Head was previously, and Ray, you're in the band now that Head is back.
I mean, I think when you back up that far within the last couple of years, because in the last year we've been touring, and but when you go back, I think it was when Brian came in and we wrote the record, and that was probably the most fun we've had making a record in 10, 15 years.
Yeah, it was really cool watching everyone's chemistry work together, and since, you know, October will be 8 years I've been in the band, and Brian's been out almost as long as I've been in. So just watching and seeing how those guys joke about old times, and it just, the brotherhood came back, and just us all getting together and writing the record, that was awesome.
Thank you for taking time out of the busy schedule to come in and sit down with us. I asked you about the new album, Paradigm Shift, Striking Remains. What's the next single?
Oh, we have a song called Hater.
Okay.
And that's on the World Edition. We got like 3 new songs on that, and that comes out on Tuesday.
22nd,
Yeah, Tuesday the 22nd.
Awesome.
And there's some live tracks on it as well, and it's a great song. I mean, it has like this cool, it reminds me of a wah-wah part, kind of like a Rage Against the Machine groove on it, and then a really melodic chorus.
Yeah. You guys are playing that on this tour too.
Yeah, we're going to play that tonight, so you'll hear that.
Hi, my name's Linda Gabriel. I'm from Past Magazine. We sat down a couple times. Last time you shared some organic fruit with me on the bus, so thank you very much. That was cool. I just wanted to ask a little bit more, delve a little bit deeper in the new CD. What are your feelings about it? What's new about it and different? And where are you going from here?
I mean, it felt refreshing to get in with these guys as a band and write a whole album. And we wrote like 20-something songs.
Almost 25, yeah.
Yeah, almost 25 songs. We recorded 20 of them, and 15 of those made it on the record. So, like on the new edition that comes out next week, there's some songs that didn't make the record that we kind of went back in and polished up, and Jonathan actually had time to put lyrics and stuff too. But I think that we're just focused on touring right now, and day to day it's always a challenge for some reason out here. Just trying to keep the thing going.
There's some live tracks on the new record, the re-release that come out that we're really happy with and stoked. Sometimes sometimes live versions are like, but this really captured some energy on there. It's real. We didn't fix anything. We just went in and mixed some multi-track recordings, and it's pretty raw. And so it's pretty cool when you crank it up. You feel like you're at the show.
And they're tracks from different spots around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an Australian track,
London,
Denver, Moscow. I think there's a track.
And speaking of the tour, you guys generally seem to have like a theme, a stage theme. Do you have a theme?
Well,
yeah. It is Tron. Yeah, you'll see what I mean.
yeah.
We look like a giant iPod up there.
We just need the spin down. Awesome.
Coming off of the Path of Totality, which was a lot of EDM and dubstep, was it easy or difficult transitioning back to the more rock-oriented?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge. I mean, there were some compromises we made in the studio, and but with Ryan coming back in the band, it made sense to, make a guitar-driven album instead of an electronic heavy. Obviously, we wanted to bring back heavy guitars and kind of build that on top of a foundation that was, atmospheric and still has a lot of electronic elements, and lay that down first, and then sort of have those moments where Ed and I have, heavy rhythms, and actually gave Ray a chance to be featured.
Yeah, it was awesome because just have that rawness, and then Don Gilmore came in and kind of polished it. We added elements of electronics, but it still, to me, has that heart and soul, the core of KoRn. It's like that, which I always tell people it's kind of cool to be a part of a band. It's not afraid to experiment. We always play from the heart, no matter what we're doing, and give it our all. So it's like, there's bands like AC/DC, Maiden, a lot of bands I love, but you pretty much know what their new record's going to sound like. It's going to sound a lot like the last record. It's kind of cool having Path of Totality from KoRn 3 to Untitled, one of my favorite KoRn records of all time, and it's so different on that record. Some of things you guys did to experiment, so it's just cool.
Before we wrap this up, thanks a lot, of course, you guys taking your time. Last question I have, what's the one thing left in your career that you haven't done or accomplished that you would like to?
Well,
I'm reaching for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
there you go.
There we go.
That's the next goal. I mean, we're 20 years deep, so we're on our way.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah, there's some places I want to play. It's weird, like getting in this band. We played, Dubai to South Africa, to places that most bands don't even go to. So I can't wait to see we get a request for some obscure play. I mean, Siberia. We went.
Yeah,
way,
man, we went deep.
We went
Russia,
deep, like an hour above Mongolia this past tour. So I mean, it's awesome to hit.
There's still corners of the world we and fans around the world that still request to see the band.
They were at the hotels crying that we came there. It was just, they were so appreciative, that we showed up, and that we never thought you'd get here, and so it's awesome to see that.
Nice. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Final question. Speaking of going overseas, you guys are on the Knotfest 2014 in Japan.
Yeah.
Any special memories in Japan, and have you looked forward to that?
I'm looking forward to going back. I know you probably are.
Yeah, I've been there like 30 times, almost 30 times. I just love Japan. I do drum clinics there, and every time we do Summer Sonic or a festival, it's always off the hook. And I mean,
the people, the appreciation that they have for music, their culture, the food that goes with the culture.
Yeah,
they're just super polite, and they're really forward-thinking people. They're very polite, but they keep all their old world traditions very intact and rooted in who they are as people.
They're a lot of pride.
They're from another planet.
They are really.
Really
It's this little. You look on the map, and it's this little speck, like it's like the size of California.
Their attention to detail is just like no other race on the planet.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy there a lot, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Safe travels over there, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for taking time.
Thank you guys
Looking forward to seeing